want to see my face. But here it is in all its glory. Welcome back to the channel. I am T, I am your host. We're doing things a little bit backwards today. We've been here for a few hours. But yes, we are at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, the Strip, attempting to do some bracket racing. It is the Summit ET Racing Series. It's a bracket points series. I've been hoping to do some points racing for a long time. I don't know, essentially forgot to do an intro. Hi, we're here. Anybody know where we are? No, really, anybody know? I have no idea. I just hit my head. I did, unfortunately. I was disconnecting the trailer from the truck. I was underneath the front of the gooseneck there. And, well, I stood up without thinking. And luckily it wasn't too bad because I'm still here talking to you right now. But ouch. Yeah. And that's kind of how Friday feels anyway right now. Well, I did something dumb. I did make one run that was decent. On time trial number 2, I matted that thing to the floor. I wanted to see how high it would actually hold at the starting line, and it was a lot. But it stumbled, fell hard on its face. But as the tale of test and tune run number 2 was to be told, it coughed, picked back up, ran it out. And what happened next, I'm glad it didn't happen on the shutdown, because I don't know, I might have been screwed. I turned off the track, headed back towards the ET shack, and it shut off. I'm an idiot. I ran it out of gas. I got out, parked it by the ET shack, turned the pump on, and sure enough, fuel pressure was nil. I laughed walking the entire way back to the pit to get my nephew and the golf cart and some gas to drive all the way back to where I was parked. Then when I get back with the gas, there's a nice gentleman standing near the car and said, "Hey man, you got a leak." At that point I'm thinking, oh great, you know, maybe I got a fuel leak and that's why it ran out. But no, it was ATF, or in my case, type F. Tomorrow is Saturday. We'll start fresh in the morning. I did check the fluid level to make sure it wasn't over full, and that was not the case. But I want to see how much sits under the car in the morning. Hi. Do I look like it's a good morning? Hope so, I'm trying to. Well, this is the situation. We developed a leak out of the front of the transmission. It's fun to drive 400 miles and have that happen. So we're gonna try and see if we can figure out where it's coming from. Today's Saturday. We do have a race today and another race tomorrow on Sunday. So theoretically, if it's something I can fix here, I can pull the trans. My buddy had a great idea. So we're gonna stick a bore scope up there behind the converter, see if we can figure out where it's leaking from. Well, the bore scope, inconclusive. It did show a little bit of buildup of fluid on a couple of the bolts on the front pump, but I was able to get a socket on them and tighten them. Well, I didn't have to tighten them, they were tight. So it's possible that gasket's gone bad. It does not appear to me that there's any, you know, leakage at the front seal And honestly, the vent looks dry too to me. Nothing's residual collecting there. So I'm really at a loss. And you know, I mean, the best bet's gonna be to pull it, to figure it out. We'll make that run. We'll see what happens. Well, I was really happy with that run. I'm in the left lane. This thing let her focus. 1122.5 at 118. Corey over the left side, Layla on the right side. I was good on the tree. Hopefully we can keep that up. We're gonna need that. We are probably on borrowed time on the seal up front, whatever's going down. But we look relatively clean this morning after the run, so we just gave it a little dab, a little clean to make sure we were happy, and we'll get ready for time trial number 2. Time run number 2. Ran the right lane this time, wanted to see what that felt like. 60 foot, slightly better, it felt good. 23 green, 1118, 119 out the back door. We're in the ballpark. I think it was fully warmed up that time. Kind of took it in a little cold that first run.
Start now, 11:18.
Stage, and there was a guy mopping the left lane. He couldn't get off the track because he was about to lose his shoe. It was sticky, and he had to call another guy over to help. I hope the GoPro caught it. So we're sitting there for a second, and I'm like, man, if this thing drips a drop on this track, I'm done. They'll shut me down. But we did all right. We were decent at the tree. The 60 foot keeps getting a little bit better and better. But I was 18 with an 8 on my 18 dial. I had room. I came out of it. I killed about 9 miles an hour. Whew. But it was definitely going to break out if I stayed in it. So we're going to adjust the dial for round 2. Well, race number 1 in the books for me. That's round 2. I got premature. Red light and the 60 fell off too, but that's all right. Headlights on Chevrolets are a pain. That covers the bulb. It keeps water out of it. That's good stuff. Now let's go get the bulb. Ah! I'm hilarious. That was easy. Later. Now with any luck it'll work when we put it back together. GM. Great mistake. That's what you get for being a traitor to the brand.
Sorry.
There we go. Alright, now I just gotta find where all these clips and screws went. Yay! Back in business. At least something successful happened at the racetrack today. Well, we made it through Saturday. Not the way we wanted. We didn't win the whole thing. We lost second round. I red lit. Shame on me. I don't know what it was about that left lane, but I went early in that lane several times. Couple in time trials, and one when it mattered. Oh well. It's a nice cool night here in Las Vegas at the strip, the other strip. And we're just enjoying it. Seeing the sights, listening to the guys over there at the road course doing what they do. Probably get ready to have some dinner here and such before too long, and then just relax the rest of the evening. Go hang out with my nephew and my sister. She lives in town, and then try to get a good night's sleep and be back here tomorrow morning to see if we can wing it again. Good morning, race fans. It is Sunday morning, day 2, race number 2. We're gonna give it another go, tempt the fates a little bit, and see how much I can push my luck, as usual. Last night, me and my buddy hanging out, he was looking at my trailer because he kind of saw something he didn't like. And the more we investigated, the more we were disturbed. So the front axle driver's side of my trailer had been cutting a tire pretty good, and it was deep into the cords on the inside. And the long and the short of it is this axle's probably bent. It's definitely got something wrong. It broke this weld at some point on this little harness container. So I've got the spare tire on it, and I'm gonna hope that gets me back to Salt Lake. So many things did not work out as planned this weekend. I was planning on leaving this rig here. The way the schedule works out, they're gonna let people leave stuff at the facility. They have a parking place for trailers and stuff. But the car threw me for a loop, developing some sort of a leak inside the bell housing area. So the car's got to go home. And now, well, I got to replace an axle. So the trailer's definitely got to come home. And somehow we're gonna mosey on 400 miles to Salt Lake and hope that we can make it on the spare. My buddy does have another spare he's gonna send with me just in case. So I just keep racking up the favors and the debts. But we're gonna forget about that for a minute and go try and drive a race car. Sunday morning time trial number 1. Car's running good. Trying that left lane because I kept red lighting there. That'll get it done if you got a little luck on your side, but I'd like to be a little better. But pretty much where we left off yesterday, 11:18, 119 out the door. He got to get his game face back on. Sleeping at the light, but the car's getting after it. 11:13, 118. I think that's the best 60 foot of the weekend. Getting ready for first round. That should be coming up here before long. Well, how about that, folks? First round, I did not think my light was good. You know, sometimes that happens. You just feel it's horrible. And you get a surprise at the other end. So, we were 10 green. He got the stripe, but obviously under. I've actually been really happy with my lights, except when they're red. And so I'm not even really close when I'm red, so I'm definitely jumping the gun. I gotta figure that out. Usually old man T is late when he's bad, so I'm glad to know I can cut a light and I can get amped up, so that's good. But not too bad. I ran it out, went 22 on the 19. We were in the ballpark. 60 foots have been really good today, and I've been happy about that. He had a 39, so he was definitely, you know, doing his job. Went 34 on the 32. It could have been a fun race if I'd have been green. Day number 2, race number 2. I am 2 round T. I want to be known as Final Round T or Trophy T or something. We're gonna bid Las Vegas Motor Speedway adieu and work our butts off to try and get back here in a couple weeks. We'll work on all the things. We'll take you along with us. We're gonna put it in the wind and head north back to Salt Lake City. See if we can sleep in our own beds tonight. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. If you're a subscriber, thank you very much. Glad to have you on board. And if you're not a subscriber, well, join the club, man. Let's get you on board here. We'll take you along with when we go racing, when we work on our mopars. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.